Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Media. In media, we have a lot thing we can see. There's information, there's a lot video to be watching YouTube, and some arts and deviant arts. But when media is showing cartoons, I have one problem. There's brainwashing. Maybe I'm not going to talk cartoons, I'm just going to talk shows. So, what do you mean of brainwashing? Well, in shows, we have some violence that we're unaware of. In there, they're introducing a bullying characters. But only a lot of information about bullying characters. The reason why it can be a bullying character wasn't there is maybe to develop a protagonist. But is it true? Or it's just for fun? Information that I see in media, in internet, I see that when people actually watching a show that have a pretty crazy violence in there, they can following it, and they will show it to every kid. Anything like it was uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. Well, why I don't love YouTube show? Well, that's because I was uncomfortable. That's it. But there's actually something that I really hate when I was thinking about violence in show. They're following it, right? Me too. I'm thinking it. So, is it fun to watch it? Actually, it's fine. I let it. So, the reason why I love Indonesians, well, that makes no sense, is that because they don't show violence. They don't show violence of anything. But the most important of them is when the writers and the animators show a morals, a lessons that everybody can follow. You know, there's actually some shows or some characters that can be forgotten really easily. That's because they're actually teaching kids some bad lessons, or even like, for example, cheatings, or even girls always wins. So, what's the problem with them? No problem. There are no problem with them. They just actually maybe want to be popular, or they just want some money. But maybe it can be wrong too. So there's some word that actually kind of annoy when I watch it, but I feel uncomfortable. Like for example, when a protagonist was actually being harassed by a really mean sprite, that's the problem. Like there are actually a lot of shows that actually showing mean sprite, but it can be true, maybe. And there's one thing that actually kind of surprised me when I was researching. Why is over 581 bullying characters? Maybe it's just for some fun, or maybe it's just for something I don't understand of. Barely, I was like, why did they made it? How did they made it? The reason why they made it is just one thing. Remember, developing a protagonist, or just they can be changing. Even there's like a show like DC Superhero Girls, they're actually teaching that bullying is wrong. It's a fine. With the bully character, it's actually just fine, no problem. But when the bully character have no means with something moral, it's a no. So, so I was like thinking like remembering my childhood watching a show that I really love, but now I kind of like don't want it because I feel uncomfortable in my heart. That's it. Because I'm really highly sensitive people. Not just me, maybe I will feel uncomfortable. Some people can feel uncomfortable. So the reason why I think that cartoons is and animated writers has to be learned of their lessons that bullying is wrong. But they actually know that bullying is wrong. But some maybe not. They should be like have some morals. Then what about the violence that I talked with you before? Remember, like for example, like regular show, I actually feel uncomfortable with the show, but I'm not meaning that I really hate the show. It's fine because it's like our best friends, so it's actually okay for that one. But it's like attaching to children too, right? Because this show is also for adults. And only one thing before this ending. It's actually fine to watch any show you want. Just one thing. Don't follow it. That's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.